Good morning. It is half marathon morning for the Ealing Half, and it's 7:15. I'm about to leave for London, and the temperature is 5.5 degrees Celsius. So I think I may have underdressed for this half marathon. Didn't have a really good sleep, but we'll see how we get on today. See if I can replenish my resources and have a good day. So it's just look at the frosting on the window. I am freezing. So here we go. Let's have a good day. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I love carbs. So yeah, it's been a couple of days since I ran Ealing Half Marathon 2015, and it was a really good day. I had so much fun. Unfortunately, I had to cut my day short. I had to come home from London, but that's another story in itself. I really enjoyed the day. I really did, and I think the Ealing Half Marathon is very suitable for people who are first starting, their running life, and it's a very good half marathon to be the first half marathon that anyone does. It's kind of low key, but it's not. It's well organized, and it has the ability to make you feel welcome in just with other runners, and in the event you're welcome. I felt welcome. I felt comfortable. I felt at ease. At no point did I feel like, oh, what's going on. Everything was clear. The Marshals, especially at the village area, are very helpful, smiling, always wishing people the best of luck, and as you head out onto the course. What was really nice that I felt really comforting was that when we were lining up in our starting pens, the announcer was giving some really good, useful tips, making really useful announcements, and gives you stuff to think about, and also just to help you through the race and the waiting tension, really, because that could be quite intense. I found the course quite tricky, especially the first half, because as you go through the course, there are steep hills, but they don't go on for too long, but it's enough just to make you think, ouch. But the going down the hills, which was a long and shallow gradient, it was very rewarding. So even though you hit those hills, which may be tough, you come down the other side, and you really gain some momentum from that, which I really did enjoy. And as you hit after after 10 miles, it's pretty much flat and sort of downhill from there. So yeah, I had a really good day. I managed to beat my personal best by a whole 2 minutes and 23 seconds, round about there, giving me a brand new PB of 1 hour, 41 minutes and 9 seconds. So I'm improving, which is good. It's better than what I did in Bristol by a long shot, and it's better than I did in the Milton Keynes half marathon in July. So yeah, really stoked about that. Really happy. So yeah, let's have a look at the course, and let's have a look at some key features that we've seen on the race.
Okay, so here we have the Ealing Half Marathon results for me, and my gun time is 1:42. That's me. I'm a senior man, apparently. And here is my new PB, 1 hour, 41 and 8 seconds. I've been finding that my age grading's gone up quite considerably from where it used to be 6 months ago, and I totally give that to the high carb, low fat vegan diet, and so that's really been a benefit in my fitness. So let's have a look at the actual race and the route quickly, and I just want to point out a couple of things here. One was, okay, the temperature. It wasn't recorded because I'm not on the premium version of Endomondo, but the temperature did reach about 18 degrees at about 12 o'clock. So when it came to halfway in the half marathon, around about there, it was already 16, 17 degrees, and the sun was shining, and it was a really glorious day, but it was also meant it was really hot, which made those water points that I mentioned in the pre-race video very, very welcoming. So let's just have a look at the terrain of the course. I did try and take some pictures of the course, but when I had a look at the videos and pictures, I realized that my lens of my camera was steamed up. So I'm going to try something different for the Oxford Half Marathon in 10 days time, and hopefully we'll be able to get some actual pictures of the actual race. But anyway, here we go. So as you notice, the first half, in fact right up to about 12.5k, the course is quite undulating. It's not such a bad undulation. If you have a look here, it starts at 26 and then it goes all the way up to 77. I think that's about the biggest climb you have. But like I said before, you have a really sharp incline and then quite a rewarding gradual decline. Like over here, for example, you up and then you slowly come all the way down and then you hit up again and down. So as you can see, the position of the red dots in the map will tell you exactly where those ups and downs are. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. So the first, up, down, and at about this point, the water points are good because they just round the corner from a hill. As you get over the crest of the hill, they're there. I think the first one's roughly about here, which just takes you just above, I think it's about here on the straight, and then the second one on the downhill. So, and the third one is about, I don't know, mile 9, I guess, right about there. And then it's the second half of the course, it's also a little bit undulating until you hit the 15k mark, and then that's just pretty much a flat course. Now, how did I do with my pace? As you can see, the lines here, that doesn't really tell much, but let's have a look at my my lap, my kilometers. And as you can see, for 37, started out really good. It's actually quite fast paced if you think that I'm going up hills and bits and bobs, but I think you do manage to redeem yourself on the downhills, which are very rewarding and they give you time for your legs to rest up after going up some steep hills. So still, there's a fast one over here. That's that kilometer over there. You can see highlighted in red on the map. That's fast. That's the fastest kilometer. I think usually about after 5k, I'm just pushing it, which is really nice, and I'm into the swing of things. Yeah, still some good pace going on the course. 4:46, 4:40, 35, and so on and so forth. And where you hit the steepest part, I think, and the hardest one is after the hairpin turn over here. That's probably about the hardest at kilometer 12. That's when you go down it's like an avenue, like a boulevard, and in the middle they have like an island with elm trees on. That's quite nice, but it's quite tricky because as you come around this corner over here, between kilometer 9 and 10, you kind of divert off, and then it's two-way traffic really in terms of runners. So you do kind of, you get to see the elite runners over here, and then you head off again, and then you turn around, hairpin turn, not a really hairpin turn, you go around the island of the road, and you go back up through the residential areas, back to the meeting point. Now this area, they had some really, really good marshals keeping the crowd shouting and just cheering us on, which is really great. And then you head out again, and then through there's not many hills there or anything. It's just I think it's just a bit I don't know why I slowed down. I think there was a water point there that I had to slow down and take some good old energy shots as well, so I needed that. And then you swing back into the main traffic, and then boom, you start heading home, and that's a really nice run back. As you can see, have a look at the pace here for the last 5k. Just nice and consistent, nice and relaxed. I did manage to, when I come into the park, when you come to the park here, you kind of really pick up the pace, and I managed to just hit 5 minutes per kilometer there. So all in all, I'm really happy with the results. I can see that there's a couple of places where I know that I could push a little bit more, especially I'm not too sure why this is 5 minutes 13 seconds. I do think it's because of water. I do think I did slow down to take a sip of water, because you go through the park area type and they have a water point right there, and you just kind of just have to take your energy shot, and you just take your water, and because you're tired, a little bit tired, it just went everywhere. So I just had to slow down and take it easy, and then boost it up for the rest of the race. All in all, I'm really happy. My end of Monday, I stopped a little bit late, so 1 hour 41 showing there and 15 seconds. But other than that, it's a very fast course. I'm really happy that it's a PB, and so that's the race. So I wish I had pictures to show you guys, but I'll try and get that for the Oxford Half Marathon if my camera has healed and is working. So we'll see about that. So here's a couple of shots of the race afterwards. So when you finish the race, you enter obviously the race headquarters, and what's really nice is that you come in, when you come into the park, there's just there's not thousands, there's loads of people all lining the course, cheering you on, because they know they can see the end, that you can see the finish, and they're just pumping, and that's really, really cool. It's really encouraging to see that many people waiting at the finish line, watching the event, and then as you go cross over the finish line, you kind of collect your medals and stuff, and it just brings you out right there by the baggage tents. You don't have to walk far, and because it's in the park, it's nice and open. You can find a spot, lie down, chill out, relax, and just take in the achievement, which is really great. This is the medal. This is the medal that you get from the race, so you can see that there. And it says Ealing Feeling. I'm personally not too keen on having a hashtag on a medal, but I guess that's what they've started with, that's what they're running with, and so. But there's the achievement. It has the position for an iTab, which is great, so you can get that from the websites that do iTabs and stuff. They were really, really good at giving out water at the end. Really good at making sure that you had enough to eat, like bananas. There was bananas plenty, which was great, because I felt like taking 5 or 6, just to keep me going. But unfortunately, there's other people, and they're all cut up in half, which is fine. But it just makes it easier to peel and pop it in your mouth and get going. Lots of water. And they had some funny marshmallow stuff, which I didn't take because I wasn't sure if it was vegan or not. So I just left it, and I just sat down and had some oranges, trying to get some electrolytes back in. And the bananas really helped. So other than that, a really good day. I just want to give a huge shout out to all the marshals who were there. You guys were encouraging. You guys were screaming, shouting, clapping, dancing, getting the crowd going, and that was encouraging to see. And I think, you've outdone yourselves, and better than the Bristol Half Marathon. So thumbs up to the marshals, and thumbs up to the event organisers. It was a lot better organised than it was in 2013 when I first ran the Ealing Half. So kudos. You guys are definitely pushing a really good race, and a really fun day. So really good times. So for those people who are wondering what's the Ealing Half Marathon for, who's it for, it's for everyone, especially new people who want to come into running and want to start running half marathons and things like that. Ealing Half is the place to be, because it's so well organized, it's so welcoming, and it's a pretty good course. Let me know what you think. Comment or subscribe,
and I'll catch you later. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention is that they didn't have any goodie bags to hand out, which was okay, because what Ealing Half do is they give you electronic goodie bags, which they send out an email full of vouchers and things like that, and links and whatnot. You just click on those things, it'll take you to various websites and take you to various news things, and it just gives you a heads up about future races in the area, which is also cool. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence about that, whether I prefer actually taking away a goodie bag or not. But I guess it works, and that's really cool. So yeah, that's something new, and yeah,